Hmm. Hello everyone. This is probably the first time you've ever heard my voice, and well, hello to y'all. Y'all are wondering why there hasn't been any sort of videos within like the last 2 to 3 weeks. It's actually due to the fact that I've been vacationing, and all of that sort of jazz. That and SCP Tower Defense hasn't really gotten an update. I thought maybe by today they would have had, but I don't know. Just that, and to be honest, when it comes to SCP Tower Defense, I am getting kind of a point where I'm just kind of bored of it, to be frank. Because it's just like, I don't know, it feels like there's really just a lot of potential, but Gakaroonies, it doesn't feel like it's. Anyways, let's just move on from this. Oh yeah, also, I do plan on doing less related SCP content, even though I know my channel is kind of around that sort of field. But to be honest, if I'm being honest, SCP as a genre, it just feels very underrated. Very, what do you call it? Underappreciated. That, and to be honest, SCP Tower Defense has been, like, update-wise, has been pretty not good, per se. Which kind of sucks, since SCP Tower Defense has been kind of falling off. Especially with the meta being 05 and Evo Hammerdown, which 05 really does need a nerf. He's not even an evolution, and he's somehow pretty much more powerful than Hammerdown. It's ridiculous. Same with, like, yeah, 343 is, like, somehow more balanced than these two, somehow. Yeah. Coffee. So, yeah, I just kind of hate their current meta, and that the developer hasn't. Yeah, guys, 20 new battle pass tiers, 3 new skins, ooh. Oh, what? Oh, sorry, y'all, yeah, I'm not gonna actually fix the game or anything. Oh, yeah, no offense either. I'm sorry if that came off very douchous, but yeah, that's just kind of how I feel right now with the state of the game. No new sort of events, no new sort of game mode, and just the same meta. 05 and Hammer Down the coffee machine, and maybe even Tickle Monster a lot of the times. It gets very tiring, man. It really sucks, since once again, this game has brought my channel tons of views before, honestly. Anyways, though, enough of this. As I stated, let's do the tier list, shall we? And when I uploaded the images to, like, all this, it wasn't, like, order, but now it's, like, all scrambled, so I guess we'll just start over here, and we'll gradually, go. And I think Winter Wonderland is a pretty Winter Wonderland, and Base Village Duster is a good last 3. Anyways, the last trio. Tickle Monster, as I said, pretty meta, has always been meta. S tier. But that's the thing with Tickle Monsters, that while he is technically pretty broken, he can't really do anything. Like, he can only buff towers that are broken when it comes to damage. If, like, all the towers are balanced, then yeah, he's gonna be good, but, like, overall, he's just gonna do much, because if the tower isn't broken, then it's like, oh yeah, it does a little more damage. Abel, he's gotten, I feel like with the damage multiplier, it's like the kills is really good. But at the same time, though, it takes you like 100 kills just to have it so he doesn't get slain, and it's like, yikes, man. It's just not good against bosses. Like, it's just a swarm. It's really good on ZK for like the Scarlet Horde, so I'll put it in A tier for that. It's pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's S tier. Marshall Carter and Dark Agent. Dude, I was so hyped for this. It's finally something that isn't a mobile task force tower. But gameplay-wise, I still kind of don't understand it. Like, I like it that it's, like, very overpowered, but unlike Evo Hammerdown, you can't just, like, place it. You gotta, like, earn up cash, and it's really, like, that, and it's, like, not very good on the beginning rounds. It only does, like, really good with when you, like, upgrade it, etc. That, and I like it how they gave it a cap while also making it more useful on, like, the early stages. My opinion, I think he still is very powerful. I'm gonna put him in S tier. Blood Hunter. See, Blood Hunter's like one of those towers that used to be super good. I remember when Wanderer Library was like a new event, bro. Ever since ZK, it's felt like people just stopped using Blood Hunter. Honestly, he's still very good. It's kind of like one of those things where it's a tower slot, and while the tower itself is very good, it's also like a tower slot you'll use just to deal with like earlier rounds, pretty much, just to cheese through them. Really, it's not that, but he's kind of been outclassed in my opinion by another evolution. Well, maybe not outclassed, but he's definitely not like as. It's not that, but it used to be like really powerful when like GOC Executor and Dr. Gerald is pretty meta with like the Red Lake and XK. God, I miss those days. I mean, Dr. Gerald is still pretty good in like his own right, especially against stuff like the Linkers. Oh yeah, by the way, I know I might get this wrong. I might be a little biased, you know. Y'all probably will disagree with me, but that's alright, alright? You can have an opinion on the internet. You know, like, we can disagree to agree. I think that's how that saying goes. Not agree to disagree sort of scenario. Because, like, yeah, I haven't played this as much recently, because in my opinion, the game has gotten boring. But, like, from what I've seen, I'm still gonna, like, hope, like, yeah, I'm probably still gonna be wrong on things, despite me at least used to being a top 30 player in this game. Just, once again, updates have just been stale, and overall the game itself just, I don't know, just doesn't hit the same like it used to. Probably just because there's, like, no new events, no new sort of content when it comes to enemies or anything. Anyways, enough with the little chit-chat. CI Turncoat. See, that's the thing. I like this tower. It's just, it gets outclassed by Tickle Monster. Because it's like always with him, it's like constant, you know? But this thing, he has to hit the bell for it to trigger. And it's not like a permanent effect. Well, it's just, I like the tower and all. Definitely has its place, but God, it feels like he just gets outclassed by Tickle Monster. And Professor, honestly. Just because both of those you can control the ability. That's what he really can't. It's a good alternative, but not like, you know, super good. See, this is the thing about Class D. Technically, he is the best tower because you can have infinite levels. So technically, he is like the best tower when it comes to damage wise and stuff because of how much damage he can do. But like, it's like this sort of scenario where it's like, yeah, it's like one tower and it takes so much money. And even then, it's really easy for him. It's kind of like Red Right Hand. It's just, I think it's because of his fire rate for him to get easily swarmed by the Scarlet, not Scarlet, but the Daybreak. I forget what they're called. The Play With Us or whatever they're called. Just the Daybreak, Molten Humans or whatever, Molten Humans, whatever you want to call them. Anyways, still a good tower, but I mean, hey, it turns the evolution from completely just a tower you just play at the beginning to something you can use, and it's actually quite fun. Ugh, I hate this tower. This tower needs a nerf big time, bro. It's way too overpowered, man. D class. Now D class, or class D rather. Yeah, D tier. Probably, like, yeah, it's the worst tower in the game. You're gonna throw it out of your, you know, your little menu as soon as you get the chance to. Like, honestly, it's just, yeah. So don't forget to mention that he has like Slay and stuff, the Evo. But overall still doesn't change my opinion. Unless you're supposed to just like spam them and just get them to Slay immunity, but from my knowledge I don't think that works. But anyways, this D class, yeah. He's just kind of used just as a starter thing. You're gonna throw him out when it comes to it. Fire Eater. This is a weird tower, man. I kind of forget it exists. Because it kind of just does the same thing that Fire Eater does, but just better, because it's an evolution and all that. It has, like, cool abilities, you know? It has another cool ability. that weakens the enemies and stuff. And I get it could negate Scarlet Shamans wherever that thing is. Does it in here? I don't know. It probably is. I'm probably just blind. If not, I'll just say it outright. I like this tower and all, but like, it's just Fire Eater, man. I just kind of forget that it exists. Because it's just so gosh dang meta, bro. Like, honestly. I mean, not meta. No, what did I just say? No, I'm thinking of Hammer Down, sorry. No, it's not that he's meta, it's just... He kind of just exists as an evolution. I feel like it's still very good. B tier. Actually, top of B tier. It's very good. Actually, I might put it in A tier, because it is probably one of the best supports in the game. When it comes to supports that actually damage, because it can, like, weaken, and it's really good against swarms. I don't know how good it is against Scarlet Shamans, though. I mean, it's the Scarlet things. Evo, yeah, meta. I don't think we have to argue about this one. Evo, I'm gonna put Evo Ninetailed Fox at the top of A. Or maybe I will move him up to S. It depends. Nah, I think he is S tier. From what I've seen, he's very powerful. But Village Duster, S tier. He can generate money. He's like an actual fun alternative to the coffee machine. So I respect that. Sight Guard. Oh, Sight Guard Evolution. We'll put him in A. He's really good for like swarming and stuff, and he's just all around fun with the shield. It's really cool coming from an evolution of just such a basic tower. I mean, to be honest, all three of them do have like very good evolutions. But yeah, he's just everything Sight Guard does, but just way better. Fire Eater, D tier, I think. Or maybe no, I'll put him in C tier. I think they buffed him a little bit. Could be wrong though. Now Dr. Gerald, oh, I remember when this tower was just peak. It still is very good in a lot of cases. I'll put it in top of B, I feel like. The only issue though is that you can't really control it. Like, they don't shoot bullets, so it, like, that, and it's like, it's not that, but it kind of does take like a while. Like, it just runs at the enemy. And like, it's very good. All the way up, because in like ZK it's completely useless, I feel like, the tanks. Because like, yeah, it can tear through shield, but like, what's the point when like when it takes two of them just to go through a minion? It's a really good tower for like the beginning of the game and stuff. All the way up to like the Wanderer's Library where it kind of just falls off after Linkers. Just because the enemies have just such high HP. GOC Executor. God, I want to give him, like, I don't even think he's an A tier. Maybe, that's the thing. It's just fallen off, man. Like, it used to be, like, the best tower. I remember back when, like, it was, like, it released, like, after I either think Abel or Samsara did. It was just so good. Just sucks to see. I think this, honestly, I think, my opinion, I think Hammer Down was more powerful than GOC Executor. I think, if anything, instead of Hammer Down, I think GOC Executor deserved an evolution. That just might be my opinion, though. Or maybe not. I'll put it. It's still very good. It just gets stunned way too easy. That just destroys it all. And honestly, I kind of wish they would have done it more like maybe for the evolution, have it like the accelerator from Tower Defense Simulator. Maybe I could be wrong, but I'll put it in A tier. Maybe I am being a little too harsh, but I'm assuming the same with Hammer Down, because Hammer Down's like evolved Sight Guard, but even like better for spam, I feel like. But Sight Guard still has its place. It's, well, maybe not better than Evolve Sight Guard for spam, but it's still pretty good. It's just like a cheaper. I think they're both kind of equal. Just Sight Guard's a cheaper option. Iris, D tier. Nah, bro. It's. Ooh, Jaeger Bomber. This one's fun. Jaeger Bomber. Jaeger. Some German crap. I'm gonna put it up in A tier. People sleep on this tower, though. It's very good, because it just stuns tanks. That's why it's just very good, in my opinion. It's a very good support, but instead of like with Iris, I don't think Iris can stunt tanks either. Like, I don't even think the Evolve can, which I think that should have been the Evolve's little ability, maybe. Not bosses, just tanks, but that, and it just does a lot of damage. It's very underrated. It's good against bosses and stuff. I don't know so much about Swarm, but I think it's very underrated. See, yeah, this evolution was just, it doesn't feel like an evolution in my opinion, anyways. Like, design-wise, it's very good, it's just kind of disappointing, gameplay-wise. AoE stunts cool and all, but, like, should've just been an upgrade, not an evolution, I feel like. Just for some more pricey things. Ooh. Now, Maz Hatter, this one's fun as well. People sleep on this one, just like, I'm gonna put it right next to the Jaeger Bomber. People sleep on this one. Because, like, I get it, it's not very good, but, like, I mean, not very good. I know it's not, like, the best for, like, overall just, like, damage against, like, bosses that have, like, a lot, but it's very good against, I feel like, Swarm and stuff, because it just shreds at close range. You put that crap in a corner, and it's just gonna shred. Like, right at the spawn. Honestly, Maz Hatter's pretty overpowered, and I'm surprised more people don't talk about it. Also, just want to let y'all know, the reason why I didn't do gadgets is because the gadgets would have just been pretty boring as well. Like, I think y'all can do it. I think y'all can do the homework and figure out what gadgets would be which tiers. Because it's just a lot of just gadgets, like, gadgets just, they just do stuff. They just kill the enemies, that's about it. There's a few that don't, but, yeah. Like, gadgets aren't very hard to rank, that's what I'm trying to say. Mole Rat. Mole Rat's kind of a... I don't know if he got buffed or not. I think maybe he did, so I want to put him in C, but, like... yeah, Nine-Tailed Fox D tier. Oh, I hate this tower. This is one of those towers I hate because it's just how good it is. Professor, top A. It's very good. It's like CI turn kill, but better. It's like the commander from Tower Defense Simulator, but instead of having like an area, just does it to like whatever unit you select it with it, which I find really fun. Oh, Red Right Hand. This is an interesting one. Because I know he just got reworked, and the rework seems pretty alright, but in my opinion, it's still pretty mid. I mean, like, it just fails at Swarm. I'm sorry. The kill streak might be very good and all, but it just sucks against Swarm. Like, Scarlet minions will just run through this guy. Just make him completely useless. Same thing with the, what do you call it? Like, I'm not saying, maybe the Red Right Hand, because I know he's gonna get, like, a reworked, and he's gonna get, like, an ability, I think. Hopefully. So, maybe in, like, a few weeks, if that ever does happen, per se, maybe this will be, like, outdated, but as of right now, especially for, like, a level 60 tower, honestly, Jaeger Bombers... Jaeger? I don't know. Did I say Jaeger? I think I said Jaeger, right? Jaeger Bomber is a lot better than Red Right Hand, I think, because he can also defend his fairly zone against that. He's just way cheaper. I meant to say he can also defend himself against Swarm. Like, pretty good. Not like very super good, but pretty good. Samsara is like one of those towers that and I think it's like the only melee tower that can get stunned, which kind of sucks. Since, yeah, I get it. It also has range attacks, but so many enemies just stun in SCP Tower Defense. I feel like a good amount of them do, to the point where it just feels like it kind of gets outclassed. But still gonna put it in B tier. It's pretty good, but it's just compared to the other melee towers, like the Spectre can stun. Abel can like basically just upgrade his damage with kills. That is, if he doesn't get slain. Like, there's like way better options, man. Samsara kind of also does cost. I think it's another tower that does need rework. 343. Yeah, A tier. Shouldn't be a debate. It's like the strongest shard tower in the game. I'll put it in S tier actually. Because if Evil Nine-Tailed Fox gets in there, then I think God should as well. Sight Guard. D. See No Evil. I'll put him in, like, top C, because I know actually, no, I think he got, like, a rework. I'll put him in P, because I know he got, like, a rework, which made him slightly more usable, in a sense. Like, It's not that, but like med-medic enemies are just kind of whatever. Like, I don't know. There just isn't enough threatening ones for me to really care. Like, I guess it's really good against Wanderer's Libraries, against those Shadow Snakes, and Mallow, and like and ZK. Those are the times I think, but it's kind of just like an early round sort of tower. The Spectre. Spectre is a natural A tier. It's right up there with Able. It's like Able, but it can stun enemies, and it's very good against like the Scarlet Horde because it doesn't get stunned by them. That, and it also completely stuns the enemies while also not getting stunned, so it'll protect your hammer downs. That, and he's just kind of like at the point where well, when he punches them, it does stunt them, but like he also is a very good target for like the mage. I don't remember them, but the guys who turn them into like the Scarlet minions. Instead of them getting like an Evo hammer down, they can get him. UI use an A tier. Actually, no, I think he's a top B tier. He's really good. I think he can solo XK with like 999 and stuff on his own, but if you try to like use him with any other tower, it just doesn't work. But he's pretty good. That I do want to balance this out, because a lot of towers, I think a lot of towers I also am just a little too lenient on. Maybe Maz Hatter needs to be in B. Maybe Evo side card. Valkyrie. Valkyrie's definitely an A tier. We'll put Maz Hatter down to B tier. Valkyrie, she deals with Swarm. She's like the ultimate Swarm killer, honestly. Can't really complain. Village Jester, nah, D tier. Wanderer, see, he's interesting. He used to be like really good. He used to be like the best tower in the game. Or at least like the second best in comparison to the GOC Executor. Gameplay wise, he's alright. I mean, like, he doesn't like, he's like a good alternative to like if you don't got Valkyrie, but, and it's cool to have like a Serpent's Hand member. I do kind of miss Peak Wanderer, because Wanderer was like fun to use, because he had like 4 attacks that he would randomly cycle through, which was cool. Probably the coolest tower. Winter Wonderland, probably just a top B, honestly. And to all y'all worry about Scarlet Showman, it would go in A tier, because for some reason I didn't. Doesn't say I don't have it, but it's an A tier. That's just the tier list as of right now. Crap is subject to change, I think, with time. It is like subject to change with time. But yeah, S tier, A tier, B tier. I'm kind of glad that these tiers, at least in my opinion, are pretty low. It really does show, but God, some towers like Red Right Hand and Dr. Gerald. I think Dr. Gerald really needs an evolution. But anyways, I'm glad y'all watched this or whatever. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And if y'all disagreed with me, then that's fine. Once again, we're allowed to have opinions. But yeah, I think this tier list is pretty good. Maybe Evolve Fire Eater needs to be B or Sight Guard. I'll put Evolve Sight Guard, because I feel like it still kind of gets outclassed by. Though it does serve a purpose, it is like a cheaper, easy, like a really good starter tower, so I'll keep it there. But anyways, yeah, all these towers are very good, honestly. Though my current issue with it as of right now is just like, yeah, we definitely do need like new content with the game, because it is very sad there hasn't been. But yeah. Anyways, y'all, see y'all later. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and do the funny like and subscribe thing. Guys, like and subscribe my video for free gift. Not actually though, because I think that'd be scamming. Even if I did it jokingly, I don't want to risk little Timmy going, oh, he's scamming me. But anyways, see y'all later. Oh, I'm heading out. Peace.